Hello, CS family. Welcome back to my channel, Chantel Stuff. It's your girl, Chantel here, your hostess with the mostest, back with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop a video. Hop into the comments, let a sister know what's on your mind, and share this video with anyone and everyone. Hope everybody is having a phenomenal day today. Wanted to hop on and give you a really short video about credit building myth busters. Right? So I am busting the myth today. But a lot of times when people are building credit, they listen to people that are not in the profession of building credit or finances at all, right? So a lot of times they're listening to the neighbor, the best friend, all those kind of things. And they're just going on what ifs and I heard and I saw on TV type deals, and they really don't have facts, right? So I have been dealing with several, people who have run into an issue when they've been out there trying to build their credit. They will get a plan. I've actually given someone a plan to follow, and I let them know, hey, if you work your plan will work for you, right? But follow a plan, make sure you're following the plan exactly how we planned it out, and it's going to bless you. I let them know how many lines of credit is healthy for their credit report, how many, what to go out and get, how to maintain it, all those kind of things. And I've actually had somebody come back and told me, well, one of their friends, or it was a neighbor or a friend, told them that they need to get as many, credit cards as they could. They went out and had about 10 plus credit cards open, like within, a couple of months. And they came back to me and they were just like, I did what I was supposed to do. So now I'm ready to, get the more financing and all of this kind of stuff. And I looked at their credit and I had to deny them because they opened way too many cards, lines of credit within, a 3 to 6 month period. So when we're looking at that as lenders, that's a red flag, right? You're very high risk if you're opening lots and lots of credit, back to back in a short period of time. And it's really not helping your score at all. Actually, it's going to tank it, because the largest percentage that goes into your score is your payment history. And that's about 38% of your score. So when you're opening, those lines of credit back to back to back to back, well, first of all, they're opening, and when they hit your credit, they have no credit history. So at first it's going to tank the score a little bit, right? And then you have to recover by making on-time payments over the next 3 to 6 months. Then that score will begin to increase. And of course you maintain that month after month, and it's going to continue to increase. But if you're doing that, opening those lines of credit one after another, well, guess what? Every single time you do that, first of all, you're getting a hit of a few points just getting your credit report pulled, a hard pull, right? And then once it hits and opens on your credit report, now it's no history. Now it's tanking that score again. So imagine you do that 10 times plus. Now you really have ruined that credit score. And not only that, you put yourself in a high risk category as a borrower. And lenders are looking like, we need to just wait a little while. We need to see you probably in about 12 to 24 months to see how you've maintained this credit and see if you can handle all of what you've put on your plate. So that is a huge myth. You do not need to go out and do that in order to build your credit. When you're building your credit, you really only need, anywhere from 2 to 3 healthy lines of credit in order for that credit to be where you want it to be. As far as when you're trying to get lending, larger amounts, like, for your house or, a car or whatever it is, and you have nothing out there. And to have a good score, let me just tell you how I'm going to stress this, and I've stressed this so many times before. You really, one good line of credit, especially if it's revolving, is all you really need to maintain that score, right? And I've been telling people this for years. My husband and I are debt free. We have one Visa that we use, one line of credit, and it's I said before, we use it like our debit card. We don't even cost ourselves another bill. We're not putting random things on here just to keep it moving, because let me tell you, half is just sitting on your credit report, not doing anything. You're not using it. It's just sitting there looking pretty, not helping your score. So you can open $1 million and they're just sitting there. You're not using them because you're thinking, well, I don't want to pay all these bills. Well, they're not helping you like that either. So, and then you get caught up swiping, trying to get them to work for you. And now you have a huge amount of debt that you have to now try to eliminate. You cost yourself another bill. Now you're stretching and pulling money out of your pocket that you don't even have to spend. one good healthy line of credit is all you really need to maintain the score. So even if you have some that's open and that you use periodically, like if it's credit cards, and it's something like a Lowe's or it's a Menards or it's one of those type of cards like that. I use my Lowe's card once a year when I'm planting my garden and flowers and all of that. I use it once a year, so it's literally just like sitting there looking cute, not doing anything for me all the rest of the year. But who cares? Because I don't need that. So I'm really using my major credit card as my debit card, and that's the only line of credit that I have that is out there that I constantly use, that's revolving for me. And I maintain a high 700s, well, the three major credit reporting agencies, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Between those three, we're maintaining the high 700, 800 scores just doing that. So you don't have to go out there and get a massive amount of debt, in order to build that credit. That is a huge myth. Don't fall for it. It's a trap. It's a trap. Don't fall for it. So I just like to encourage you, whenever you're going out and you need to build your credit, you need to rebuild your credit, you need to get established, you need to correct it, whatever it is, I strongly recommend that you sit down with a professional, and get your finances looked at, get your credit report looked at, so they can help you devise a plan that is going to work for you, right? Because even with all of us out here giving you all of this information and all of these tips and what will help you, what will work and what won't, you still have to have that credit looked at, because it's going to be an individual plan for each person. Everybody is going to be different. You may have categories of people where certain things will work for this category of people and certain things will work for this category of people, but you don't even know if you're in those categories until you have that credit looked at, right? And you don't know if you're doing what's right until you talk to a professional. So I strongly recommend that, you do that. I might not be your financial counselor of choice, and that's okay. Somebody else may be. Just get with a professional and get those questions answered, get that credit looked at, and make sure you have a plan that is set up specifically for you and your credit makeup. You work your plan, and your plan is going to work for you, guaranteed. Remember, as your life-changing circumstances happen, you need to adjust your plan so that it fits, what that life-changing circumstance is. But let me just tell you, it's a myth that you have to go out and open a gazillion million lines of credit in order to build that credit, right? And don't do it. Because you're going to be in a bad place, and instead of it being a blessing for you, it is going to be a huge curse, and then you're going to be miserable and starting all over from square one. But when you start over from square one, at that point, if you have fallen for that myth, now you're going to start over with an immense amount of debt, right? So you don't want to do that. So hopefully this video made somebody feel better today. Hopefully this video lifted somebody up, and I will see you all on the next video. Deuces.